Alright, welcome back to the Huntsman tutorial series. On this part, we're going to be soldering. So we're going to be soldering this PCB for the buttons right here, if you're going to be using them. And we're also going to be soldering joysticks, and we're also going to be soldering the RP2040 board if you're going to be using that. So if you're going to be using the Brook Gen 5X, you don't need this. Or if you're not wanting to use this PCB and you just want to do all hand wiring, you don't need just to watch that. All you need to do to watch on this part is this one for the joystick. So with that mentioned, let's get started. We're going to be starting with this one right here. This one I have ready because we'll be using this later as some sort of guide to line up everything, which should be pretty simple. So once we put that on, we're just going to let it stay there. So make sure you have these panels ready. So yeah. So let's start with attaching the JST connectors on these guys right here. So I'm just using this little soldering surface or soldering platform. I don't know the term. So I need this one. This is the right angle 2-pin JST connector. That's the male, I believe. And the 5-pin one. So actually I need 2 of each. Just get another one here. We're just gonna attach that. So on this one, grab your PCB, and then you see these leads right here. Make sure that that's on top, like that's right side up. So, and then you attach the 5-pin from underneath. You insert. And then you just let that down. What I like to do on this one to keep it straight, I solder the top first, or the middle one first, middle pin first, and then I'll show you. So what I like to do is get the middle one first. So that will be the one marked with a triangle. Heat it up, put some solder in it. Okay. And then as you can see, it's kind of crooked still. So what I just do is, I did that really. So just lay it flat now, and then remelt that solder, and then just push it. And that's it. That should straighten it out. Okay. And now we can attach the rest of, or solder the rest of it. So that's all 5 pins soldered. Proceed with the 2-pin. Same thing. Insert it from the bottom. I'll be doing it the same way as I did the first one, where I solder 1 pin first. Put it in place. Okay. It's crooked, so straighten it out. Remelt that solder. Okay. And that should be it. Now we can solder. Alright, beauty. That one side for now, and then we're gonna be moving on to the next other piece. Same thing. first. Solder, make sure none of them are crossing. Good. Proceed to the tube. Awesome. Alright, now we're going to be setting aside this surface right here, and we're going to be pulling out our top panel again now that that's on. On this one, I recommend attaching this onto the attaching your mechanical key switches onto the top panel now. So orientation would be this pin right here should be facing that way. Okay, these two pins. See, yeah, these two pins right here, you want it to be on that side. So right there, flip it over, push it in. Okay, and we're just gonna do that for the rest of it. Also for this one. Side thing. Alright, now that that's on, flip it over again. I'm gonna start on this one first, so this other side, one side for now, and we'll grab this piece. So as you can see, we have the buttons kind of just, or the switches kind of just protruding out. So just line up these big holes on there. You just push it in, and that should hold it in place. We're not gonna screw this one down for now, just because it's gonna hold it in place anyways. But don't forget, we're gonna be screwing this later. So that's on. We're gonna grab our hot swap sockets. We're just gonna put them in. So make sure you can see right there the pins are shooting out here, and you just it up and push it in here. Nice. Okay. 6 of those on the side, 6 on. Easier by using tweezers. And that is why I mentioned to attach these mechanical switches first, so that we have something to line up these guys in really and kind of hold in place too. So yeah, we're just gonna attach those, solder those. Should be. careful not to touch the plastic. I did there. I got touched it. It's fine. Don't do that, please. If you already built a keyboard before, you might be able to easily do this as well, because this is pretty much the same thing. Hot swap keyboards. Your solder, make sure that contact. Let's go inside. Okay. Let me try some. Just on. Full focus here. Let's see. There. So as you can see there, you can see there. Okay, go. God, this focus on this camera. Ah, yes. Okay, anyways. Oh, looks like I missed one. Yep. Okay. Inspect your solder again. Make sure you didn't miss any. Oh, missing. Yeah, I guess. Okay, don't do it like me. Make sure you solder each and every one of those joints first. Then inspect. Make sure you didn't miss any. Actually, be like me by inspecting it after. Okay. Again. Good. It's going horribly. I'm missing a lot. Got everything. Okay, well, we're gonna be jumping on the next side here. Yeah, I got everything. Yep, we're gonna be putting on this one the same way as we put on the other, and we're gonna be putting on hot swaps. Let's do just that. Not that. Okay, now all right, that's on. Solder it in place. Also be very careful not to kind of melt the plastic on the hot swap socket itself. So be mindful of that. I'll make sure to touch the soldering iron, the plastic itself. Just a hint. Not the end of the world if you do. Just inspecting it again, see if I missed it. Awesome. Okay. Okay, so next part right here. All right, so that's it for these two right here. Cool. That so next part is we're just gonna be securing it. So with these M3 short screws, 6, 4, 6. Okay. Something like that. Let's focus. Whatever, I think you see it. This camera, dude. Oh my god. It's good quality, but goddamn that focus, that autofocus is so much ass. Hey. Last one. All right. Whatever. It really does not want to cooperate, huh? There you go. Losing it a little bit. You want to end up having on here. Yeah. All right. There's that. We're done with this one. We're going to be going on. We're going to be proceeding with joysticks now. So for that one, we're using the 5 pins again. So we'll set this one aside, and we'll see that again on the next part of the tutorial series. Anyways, this one we'll be doing the joysticks. So just grab 2 of those joysticks. There. And 2 of the PCBs. Take out board. Doesn't matter which one it is, it's just the same thing. There's no left and right for this guy. And yeah, that should make it a little easier. You don't need to watch out for that one. For these ones right here, make sure all the pins are relatively straight, and if they're bent, just push them somewhat straight. Doesn't need to be like too. Okay, so you're gonna want to use this soldering jig that I included on the file set. This one, as you can see here, this one is just a little bit of a modified version that is present in the file set. This one I had these extra PCBs that I had before, so I figured I'd just use them as like some sort of like heat shielding for it, so it doesn't melt the plastic. But for a one-time use, it shouldn't be that bad. So what you do is you print that out, put in the corresponding heat set inserts on them. It's the M2 ones. So yeah, nice. Let's start with that one. So how to use this is you just orient it right side up, and then you drop in your joystick module right in there. As you can see, there's a slot. This right here, you drop it in this way. Drop it this way. You drop it in. See this 4 pins right here, be on the top. Then that. Okay. Then here you have your PCB. Oh, this way you drop it. Make sure your pins are all coming in smoothly and nothing is getting pushed and bent. And you just secure it down. Okay. Unfortunately, video got cut when I was doing that PCB piece, joystick PCB pieces. So I finished it here. So I'm just gonna redo that. So it shouldn't be that bad. Okay, so we're just gonna grab another piece, just so I can show you how to get it all lined up. Not that big of a. Drop it in. And I think the part where it got cut off is I was like putting this in. So you can see there, name side up. Autofocus. Name side up. Make sure that this is the one that's facing upwards. Okay. And let's snap it in. Position. Let's secure it. As you can see there, I already finished the 2 joystick modules when I realized the video got cut. It stopped recording. It's unfortunate. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. Right, see there. There, it's on there. Sleep. Gaps. Okay, I'll solder that. Just let the solder iron here. Okay, so what I like to do is I want to get these 4 big ones first. Here. I'm pointing at the screws, okay? Pointing at the 4 big pins that's holding the PCB in place. Absolutely do not solder the screws. Be a big. There's the first 4 big pins right there. Proceed with the these 3 pins and the other 3 pins for the sensors. Let's see again. As you can see there, the next 3 pins right there on the bottom and the right side, soldered. And now we're going to be moving on to the 4 ones on the top there. And just right there. So you have all those nice and soldered. We can release it from this contraption. Okay. That's out. And now we're going to be attaching the 5-pin connectors right here. So same thing as the other ones, are going to be coming in from the bottom. So grab your 5-pin, find these 5-pin connection side here, and yep, the bottom, just go up. And actually, let me get my soldering surface. Helping hands here. So we're not really using the helping hand side. So anything that is just heat resistant, like a silicone mat that you have, you probably have one of these, or a silicone mat, or something that is not gonna melt when solder drops on it. Anyways, just like the first one, we do the middle first, just like a button. We do the middle first. Now it's kind of crooked, as you can see there. So just remelt that solder straight. Some want it to look right. And now we can do the rest of the pins. Actually, it's not that straight. We do that. Let's see again. Beautiful. Now we can do the rest of it. Inspect your solder. Make sure none of them crossing or anything. Touching each other, that looks good. Should end up with something else. Right? Okay. Okay. Now that those are done, get an extra for no reason. So I'm gonna be setting this aside. I don't really need this for now, but I'll be using these two right here for the build. Once that's ready. Okay, so now we're going to be doing the RP2040 board. Actually, I need this again. So RP2040 board. I also already kind of did it earlier too, and I didn't realize that cut up from the video. So this is what it's supposed to look like. A good example here. So this is what it's supposed to look like. You see all those components on the top side right there. That's your top side. That should be facing upwards together with your pins there. Okay. This is supposed to be the bottom side. So that's where you're going to be doing soldering. So let's just do that again on this guy right here. So this new one. Let's hook that up. Yeah. Board. The rest of the pins. Like I mentioned earlier, this is supposed to be your top side. But when you put on your pins, you can see here, this short side goes in here, okay? And the other. Actually, look, this one we'll take care of it later. So Yeah, I have this holder right here. I forgot what it's called. I think it's a bread. Oh, it's a breadboard. Yeah, I have this little breadboard right here, where it allows me to stand the PCB up. So if you don't have one of these, you just stand it up on the surface here. But let me use this surface right to hold the pin nice and straight. Okay, now we can solder in place. So, and for this one, I like to do it the same way as I did the other pins. Just do one pin first, and then put down on it a little bit, and then do the other side. This way, you have your initial solders, kind of just holding everything nicely. Okay, there, that. Flush rather. And now we can do the rest of the pins. The vertical. This one. Alright, now that those two are done, those two vertical ones are done, right? Touch. Okay, we can proceed with this next one. The horizontal ones, the smaller ones, bottom row, insert it in. I won't be able to use this in it, so I'm just going to set it down. And let's secure that in place. All right. That's all you need to do. Nothing of the other pads right have it soldered. I kind of got a little bit on that around the middle. That should be. Well, that should be it for this video right here. So in overall, we worked on the buttons PCB right here. So right there we got the buttons PCB all set up and secured. And we have joystick PCBs, and we have our main board RP2040 if anyone using that. Yeah, the next video we're going to be showing you how to set up this RP2040. So if you don't need to if you're using the Brook Gen 5X, you can just skip that video and jump straight to the overall assembly of the controller. So yeah, we'll be taking care of this guy on the next video, so we'll see you there. Bye.